Hello everyone, I'm Akash Nahar and again I come back to my channel with another watercolor video. So today I'm gonna create a scenery of Kathmandu. So first I go with cerulean blue and ultramarine blue and little bit of orange and yellow ochre. And you can see how I create the first tone. Then I use my dry brush to create some smoky effect and I just remove some color in that area. So you can see it's so easy. You also should try in your home. And then I start to create the background. Here I apply crimson lake and cobalt blue and add some extra value over it. And always remember, when you apply the color in the background, don't apply so hard, just try to create some flat tone. And then I start to create the main temple. And the main temple, the color here I use orange and a little bit of dark tone like ultramarine blue, scarlet lake and meridian hue and many more colors. First you can see how I create the temple and then I change the brush. For some flat effect I use this flat brush and then I use some value, so again I change the brush. And when you apply some value, always use this type of brush and always remember, don't use too much water. Use too much water, then you will see your color will not stay there and your color will flow down. So you can see how I create and how I add some value. And then again I use the same brush and the color pigmentation is same 5 on 10. It's mean 5% of color and 5% of water. Okay. And again I use the rigger brush and create some detail over it. And again I apply some flat tone, and before it's dry I will add some value. The main thing is watercolor, you have to maintain this. If you want to create some good painting, you have to apply some flat tone, and before it's dry you just need to add some value over it. So right now I create the main pillar and the color here I apply the same like the main temple. The orange color here I apply over the pillar. So you can see how I create the temple and how I apply the color on this temple. So now I create the shadow part of the pillar, and for the shadow part here I use ultramarine blue only, and the color pigmentation is 2 on 10. It means 2% of color and 8% of water. So you can see how I create this area. So before I apply this color on this area, I wet the area with flat brush so you can see how the color is spread right now. And before it's totally dry, I will again use some cloths or some brushes to create some smoky effect in this area. And for the shadow area, I use crimson lake and little bit of cobalt blue, and the color pigmentation is 2 or 1 on 10. And you can see how I create some figures in this area, and you should also try to create like this. And then I wash the sky area because I had to create some birds, so that's why I wet some area. And you can see how I create the birds, and this is how you should also try in your painting when you do it. And my painting is totally done. I think this painting will really help you to develop your watercolor skill. Thank you. Bye bye.